Welcome into News 15. I'm Sports Director Jay Russell.
You know the Dogs fans, all they care about is that 1-0 win. Caught this on live TV right here too. That's what I do. So coming up with San Angelo.
I'm outside here right now in downtown Houston. Sports Director Jay Russell, and I found some local ties from Louisiana out here in Houston. We have 3 Raging Cajun UL students. UL commit running back Elijah Mitchell has racked up over 1,500 yards this season, but it takes a lot more than a powerful offense to get this engine going. Let's check out some other numbers. Erath Bobcats football defense only allows 17 points. There's no better place in the world to have the 2017 NBA All-Star game than right here in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Juju on that beat. Juju on that beat.
But I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh! Good night.
And now, Acadiana's KLAF Sports with Jay Russell.
1, 2, 3 to the foe. The Raging Cajuns crew come knocking at the door. They made an entrance, so back on up on the 6-game winning streak. You know they about to rip stuff up. Hey, you like that? Old school West Coast style Cajuns, Loyola basketball. Let's get it. I told you earlier this week, 7-game winning streak if they win this. First points that the Cajuns scored going up high, Roydell Brown, Frank Bartley with the feed, then the Wolfpack turnovers all game long. Bryce Washington to Jay Wright, layup extending their lead. Loyola's Johnny Griffin Jr. drives to the hole, gets inside, cuts the lead to 2. Wolfpack coming on strong. Now from the outside, Frank Bartley from downtown, 19 on the night in 24 minutes of play. Now let's go down low. The leading rebounder in the Sun Belt, Bryce Washington, says, watch me work. 19 points and 9 boards, playing cleanup all game long. That man almost had a double-double. Now, Coach Marlin has to love the bench mob, outscoring the Wolfpack 34-18. PJ Hardy, 16 points off the bench. Now, Loyola fought all game long, but it was nearly not enough. They lose 94-60. Louisiana shot 74% from three-point land and knocked in 20 of 27 free throws for their 7th straight win.
Look at you singing too. Jay singing, Jordan singing.
You're going to have to drop some at the end. All right, so we're going to close the show. You're going to have to do something.
I know, but you're singing your sports. He's singing his weather.
I was rapping sports, but it's all good, though. On November 11th, 2015, Marianna High School star Herman Williams committed to play D1 basketball at the University of Louisiana Lafayette. Raging Cajuns head basketball coach Bob Marlin knew number 0 would make an immediate impact on the basketball court.
He was a bright young man who had bounce in his step, always had a smile on his face, and it wasn't just with us. When I went to high school to recruit him, the teachers, the coaches, the superintendent was there in the cafeteria. I met him. Everyone spoke so highly of Herman.
Right. So what type of player does he remind you of?
When he played pick up with us for a little while, man, you know, he got the ball, he would just fly down the court. You know, he had some glimpses of Russell Westbrook a little bit too.
On my visit, we talked a lot, and that's when we actually made the decision that we both wanted to come here and play with each other.
Felt like he had an opportunity to compete, to be our first guard off the bench as a freshman.
We was just telling him to get ready to come here, you know, because we're going to be conditioning and running and things like that, so he was excited to come.
One day after his 19th birthday, Herman died doing what he loved, playing basketball. The cause of death was hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. The American Heart Association states it's very common and can affect people at any age. It is also a common cause of sudden cardiac arrest in young people, including young athletes.
Definitely wanted to honor him and do something for him. They packed the gym that day for Herman.
What measures are taken for students? Do they go through one physical a year?
We do a physical every summer before the fall semester at all of our practice sites and arena sites. We have defibrillators.
And I was probably the first one that actually found out through social media, and that's one thing that's tough to, you know, really deal with, because, you know, I had friends and family members that I found out that passed away through social media.
Moment of silence in remembrance of Herman Williams. The Marianna, Florida native was planning to wear the Raging Cajuns basketball jersey as an incoming freshman.
The West Florida game, you guys are honoring him right before you guys have his jersey laid out on one of the chairs, man. Having a moment of silence for his life, what kind of emotions were going through your head at that time?
He always gonna be with me no matter what. And you know, he always gonna be a part of my life, you know, make sure that nobody forget who he was, what kind of human he was.
It feels great to know that even though he's not with us, that his name is still carried on.
The media, you guys were asking me who was going to be that fifth starter, and we probably surprised everybody with Herman, and played 5-on-4 the first possession and came up with a defensive stop. So I know that he would have smiled on that one.
We love Herman, and we thank the Lord he's in a better place.
Man, when you just see that number 0 at the end of the bench, you know, you make big plays, you make bad plays, you know, regardless of anything, you always gonna look down to that bench and see that 0.